Hello everybody, so I have here a 64 section selector panel, and what a 64 section selector panel does is it cross-references two outputs and outputs a single output. So basically one of these torches can be powered at any time, and that's the entire point of this thing is a selector panel, so one output out of 64. And it's all built in survival Minecraft, it's survivable and that sort of thing. I have built one of these before, but unfortunately it was extremely slow. And although it was much smaller, less resource intensive, more elegant, that sort of thing, it was very slow because it required you to maintain the signal strength, as opposed to a different approach that I took this time, which was just separating out each signal into 6 different wires. This makes it faster, but it also makes it much more resource intensive because you're using 6 wires as opposed to 1. So without further ado, I think I'll just explain how this works. So you have one selector on each side. This is a selector panel and will output a single output at any one time. And on this side it will output an output at any one time. This section selects which section it will be on, and this section selects which specific torch will be unpowered. So right now I have this on. It's supposed to be used with a button so you can power and unpower a output, and it won't, so that because when you're using a selector panel you're just trying to select one thing. It can be used in other ways and it won't really matter, but I like using buttons because it makes it makes it faster, and you won't have to worry about it triggering unwanted things. So like as you're scrolling through, since it's using comparators and item things as a selector, as you're scrolling through it won't trigger unwanted thingadoohickeys, unwanted outputs. But anyways, the way that this works is, as I explained, 8 different wires on this side, and each one of these is wired to a specific torch. So right here, this wire, I think it's this wire, is wired to this torch right here. And every single one of these torches should be receiving power, but this isn't letting it be powered. So that's pretty much how the cross-referencing works. And I did this with a diagonal selector on each side, and the way that then I just separated the signals here. So right here you can see the signal strength. The signal from here goes down here and up here, and this is off and that's off, and then this torch would normally be on, but this selector is preventing that. So let's just make a quick demonstration of that. That's on. But right now, if I power this, then that won't let any of the signal go through. So, although it's really resource intensive, the practical application of this is, I am in a survival server with a whole bunch of other people. It's called Prototech, and we work to design different things, and we needed a selector panel that would be able to select something that I cannot disclose at this time extremely quickly. So I used my previous design, which I will provide a link in the description, but this design is faster, so it's more applicable. So as opposed to it taking about 40 or 50 redstone ticks by the end here, which is like the equivalent of a lot of seconds, it will only take a maximum of about 7 or 8 ticks for every single torch along this line. Here's the same on this side as this side, and this side are the same concept, 6 different lines, and as this redstone line unpowers, all of these signal retaining things will unpower at the same time, so you can reach the end for this side 1 game tick, and you can reach the end here in 1 game tick. And then the extra time comes from this redstone stuff back here. So that's pretty much to it. If you took something away from this video, or you know what, I'll show how it works a little bit more as well. So say I wanted to select 8. Oh, I guess that's 1. Let's go section 8. So that's torch 2 section 8. When I power this, it should already be powered. Yep, torch 2 section 8. Normally on the other kind I could have run past the redstone signal, but this is very much faster than my other design. Well, I'm not going to do a tutorial on this. It's mostly just a concept video explaining how this works, showing it off. I had a lot of drafts, as you can see, but this is fairly fast for something its size. If you took something away from this video, feel free to leave a like. If you want to subscribe, that's cool too. And please comment on suggestions on how I can make this wiring less messy and that sort of thing. Anyways, thank you for watching, and thank you for bearing with my rambling for this 6 minutes and 5 seconds. Bye!